That to me is everything and is worth the pain of being in this business.
So the big question is, what are the top agents doing to absolutely crush it in real estate, grow their teams, and add more transactions year over year while so many struggle? If you ever thought about this, you're not alone. No one has been able to get the answers until now.
We spent the last few years helping agents sell billions in real estate, rubbing shoulders with top producers, which got us thinking, how can we expose more people to these insights to help raise the standard in the whole real estate industry? We then realized that we could help bridge the gap by getting the secrets from the best of the best so that you can succeed. My name is Andrew Dunn.
And my name is Peter Michael. Welcome to Elite Agent Secrets.
So let's dive into the second part and obviously your second topic, which is scripting and conversion. And I am going to put you on the spot, but I wanted to know whether at some type of hand you had a script that you could kind of run through.
I don't mind doing like a whole demonstration, but just to give it a bit of background, my first job ever was in a call center doing outbound telemarketing. So I was calling people that were not expecting my call, trying to get them to buy something. So I went through a lot of sales training through that. And it stuck with me, right? I'm still using some of the tactics that I learned there. And part of the job was, learning the script, learning how to talk to people that were about to hang up on you. So now that I have my own call center, what we do is we change the focus of the conversation. So most lead generation companies that do qualification on the phone, they were so focused on getting information out of people, right, that they forgot how to have conversations. They forgot how to build rapport, how to make people sound like they're experts, right? So our team went through a whole month of back and forth and, hired consultants, worked with other people just to kind of learn from did a bunch of call listening, right? We had to listen to the calls and see where are we dropping people, right? Because the last thing that people want is to get a phone call from somebody they don't know, right? And we took that challenge and what we did. So we revamped our entire script. The first 30 seconds are the most important 30 seconds of the call, because that's gonna depict whether the person wants to speak with you or not. So we have 30 seconds to establish ourselves with authority as specialists that are going to help this person. Once we get past those 30 seconds, we are able to quickly start building rapport, right? And the way that we do it, obviously, it's like a whole thing that we did, right? But I'm going to just keep it simple. We start by making our questions to sound more conversational. We highlighted a lot of positive wording to every answer. If you tell me why you're, for example, if I ask you, what are the major features of your home?
It's got 2 garages, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms.
Andrew, that sounds like a beautiful home. I wish I could live in one like that. So tell me a little bit more about your home, right? So have you done any recent renovations?
Yeah, we just had a new kitchen and one of our bathrooms just got renovated.
Oh, amazing. What kind of kitchen did you guys put in? What kind of colors do you go with?
To be fair, it was my wife. I mean, I paid the bill and I was pretty depressed when I saw it. So, whoever buys this house off us, they better be goddamn grateful.
You're on my team, right? My wife usually dictates the show there. Oh, that's amazing. Honestly, it sounds like you have a beautiful home. What's the square footage?
1,600 square feet.
Oh, amazing. That sounds like a great home, really good size. No, thank you for sharing that information, right? I just want to get an understanding. So let's say that, we're talking to some of our people here on our team. If you were to get a really good offer, right? Would you consider selling it?
Everything's for sale if the price is right.
If the price is right. But the reason I'm asking, right, because the type of home that you're mentioning to me today sounds like a home that would get multiple offers, right? We can get a really good price today. But again, we just want to have a conversation and get to know you a little bit. What I can actually see here, Andrew, based on what you shared with me, and thank you for staying on the phone, I have one of our home value experts that can actually come to your home tomorrow between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. The way that it works really is like, we really want to make sure that you have all the information in relation to your home, right? That you have an accurate representation of what your home would look like, right? It sounds like it's a beautiful home. So we want to make sure that you get everything that you're looking for, right? So would that time work for you?
Yeah, I mean, that time works for me.
Okay, perfect. So then we'll see you tomorrow between 12 to 1 p.m. You'll get an email confirmation from me. It's a pleasure speaking with you, Andrew. We're very excited to help you out with your beautiful home and to get you the best offer that you can get for it, right? So please stay tuned. You're going to get a call from one of our agents. Their name is Peter, and Peter is absolutely amazing. He's going to confirm the appointment with you and before he comes to your home tomorrow, okay?
Sounds great.
That's awesome. So, Panakari,
I love what you did there, right? Because we asked for a script, you gave us a framework. Every script is different, and if you're just sticking to the script, you become a robot, and then you don't have conversations like you said in the beginning. Right? You interacted, you acknowledged, you repeated back, you kept the conversation going, you got Andrew to crack up. You basically merge that gap between both sides when saying, yeah, my wife also makes the decisions, right? So now you're becoming human. You're humanizing the whole interaction. And it's actually putting the agent in the best light possible.
And that's exactly what we try to do, right? And to be quite honest, we don't need to ask anything about the home. We can just say like, hey, we got this person that's looking to sell. But guess what's going to happen to that appointment? It's gonna flop. People are not going to show up. But the best way to make an impression is by adding some building rapport on behalf of our clients, right? So I want people to remember who they're talking to. Oh, I talked to Christian, I talked to Lynn, I talked to this person, from your team. They were actually funny, or, they told me my home was beautiful. I remember that conversation because I felt good about it, right? So we definitely went from very monotone, like what you were saying before, like, oh yeah, just please give me your information. There's okay, great, thank you. So what I can do is I can set up an appointment for you if you like. How does that sound? They're like, well, wait a second. I didn't even know anything about you.
100%.
So, small things that mean a lot. So there's an entire psychology in how you go through the flow of a conversation. Before you ask for their phone number, you want to make sure that,
people aren't going to remember what you said, but they're going to remember how you made them feel, right? So if you made them feel like crap on that call and you were just getting information out of them, they're like, well, screw that guy, screw that girl, like, yeah, not going to have it.
If you force it, right? If you force people to meet with our agents, then they're not going to show up, right?
Yeah.
You have to get your conversion rate up. Like when you talk to people, you want to get more people converted to an appointment by leveraging rapport, right?
Okay.
Instead of like shady tactics of like, oh, well, guess what? They're going to get you an Amazon card. Or like, some unrealistic expectations, right?
100%. I actually had a client Tuesday I was chatting with, and, we were just having a follow-up, and it kind of seems ridiculous. We spent the first 10 minutes of the call talking about tea. Funnily, it was like this weird story, but anyway, she lives in Georgia, actually. But turns out a bunch of her family, second generation, are actually British. So like she drinks tea, and it was bizarre. Like I don't even know how we got there, but then this whole conversation kind of transpired where it was like we built this weird connection over the fact that we drink tea and she drinks tea. And then all of a sudden it was like, God, this has been like a fantastic conversation. Like I've really enjoyed chatting to you. And yet like this is a full on sales conversation, right? Mm-hmm. But the first 10 minutes was like, just like, hey, I'm a human, you're a human. Build this connection, find common ground, and then you can open one up because all of a sudden they feel way more comfortable just knowing that I like tea.
It's the little things that really make a difference, right? They move that needle significantly.
Of course, it makes it memorable.
Our conversion rates have gone up quite a bit ever since we made updates to our sales process within our own call center. And obviously I don't take all the credit for it, right? We have amazing people on our team. We've listened to our clients, and we work very hard, to make sure that we get those conversions up. Like, the team, every lead matters. We don't work on that like, oh, well, let's get you we get you 100 leads, and then you'll get one out of 100. No, we're working with small volume here, because the leads are so expensive, right? We have to make sure that every lead gets the best shot, right?
Speaking of that, I would love to know, what is your conversion rate, give or take, you see on seller leads, even just roughly?
I would say it's about 25 to 30%.
Wow.
Wait. Hold on.
Wow.
Let me make sure I understand. 25% from you guys calling and converting, or are you saying the agent showing up and converting the lead afterwards?
On converting the lead, the agents is about 40%.
Wow. Holy smoke. So
On our end is about 20, 25, 30%.
So to put things into perspective, for every 100 leads, you'll get 25 converted. Out of the 25, 40% of those, the agent will probably convert. Now, guys, keep in mind, there's a skill set.
Are listening to the process. Yes.
Correct. There's an acquired skill set that the average agent needs to learn before they can convert 40% of those appointments. So this is beyond Christian's immediate control, right? But that means that 12 out of 24 or 25 or 10 to 12 will actually convert into a listing. So if your average listing is worth, let's say, $7,500, or let's keep numbers simple, $5,000, 5 times 10, that's $50K in GCI that's going to hit the pocket if you have no splits. Now, if you're on splits, we're not going to get into the minutia.
Yeah, it's a 10x return.
That's where I'm going.
2 out of 5. 2 out of 5
yeah,
will typically convert. 1 out of 5 is even good. 20%, right? So for us, I love hearing our clients, right? Like, oh, they started working with us. They have experience in real estate. Within a month, they're like, oh, I'm already listing their home next week. I love that.
That's huge.
That's huge. That to me is everything, and is worth the pain of being in this business, right? Because we get a lot of pressure, right? Like same as our real estate agents that work with us, they feel the pressure of the market. Well, we feel it with them, right?
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. So
those are some crazy.
But see, you literally have a printing press for money. You have a money printing press, right? You're not giving somebody the leads and say, bon voyage, carpe diem, and good luck to you.
Yeah.
You're like, I will help you generate the leads. I will partner with you, and we will show you how to do it. Follow the freaking system. By the way, here is the system. Answer your damn phone. Take this to the presentation with you. So if you cannot follow directions, go hand out flyers at Walmart because you have a better chance of closing the deal.
It's people's business, right? That's what it boils down to. If you know how to work with people, then you're going to be okay.
I think that also translates to why hundreds of agents use you. Like,
and why, well, we push the needle, right? Like I like to take risks. That's what I do, and they pay off. Sometimes I have really hard months, but I still like to take risks, right? Like I like to push it and push my team and myself to like deliver what we can do, right? And it's been working. It wasn't easy. I'll tell you, it wasn't easy, right? To be able to generate results, but so far we've come to a place where we're like, okay, now we see it, right? It's working, not just with one agent. It's not a fluke, right? It works. Yeah. How do we get the message out, and how do we get more people to buy into that?
And just to be clear for anybody that's listening, there's obviously a premium to that type of quality of service. So here's what you need to know. If you want something fast, good, or cheap, you can only pick two. Okay? And the basis of that is if you're coming to somebody like Christian and you're expecting to buy a Rolls Royce of a Honda Civic budget, don't even waste your time. But if you're prepared, willing, and committed to actually being successful, that's when you team up with Christian and his team in order to be able to drive results 10 times further and shut the hell up, be coachable, follow the process, right?
It's not that hard. It's not that hard, to be honest, right? You have to be motivated. You want to do it. Like you have to listen and like do your part, and I think everyone will be okay. Like you need more people to talk to. We got more people for you to talk to. That's all.
Hey, thanks for listening to this episode. Now, before you go, we're giving access to a private training we did where we revealed the top 3 niches to get listings today completely for free. So if you want access, you can go and download that training at eliteagentsecrets.com. We're regularly releasing new trainings, guides, and cheat sheets, so make sure to head over to eliteagentsecrets.com and sign up so you don't miss out.